We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight it's Game 3 of this 4-game set between the Polar Bears and the Falcons. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Benji Easel gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, we're going to get a chance to look at a good veteran pitcher here. This guy's been around the block a few times, but one of the things he does, he still competes at a high level, and he's never stopped trying to learn how to be a good pitcher.
Striding into the box, Ronnie Weeks, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
The center fielder, Ronnie.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Slider laid off for a ball. Fellas, are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They do come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've been giving ground in the division of late. They've won just twice in their last 7 games.
Yeah, Matty, hey, D-Roll, this has not been the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far. Through the first 5 games, they're 2-3. D-Roll, getting to 500 on this homestand is certainly one thing they'd like to do here today.
Yeah, they can salvage a little bit right now. They can walk out of here today with a smile on their face if they can get this back to 500 in these first 6 games.
And here's a slider for a called strike. But we might be ice skating before we're through tonight. 39 degrees at first pitch. To 2-2 now.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
The 2-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he darn near started this thing off with a bang. Instead, it's a foul ball. Here's another 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Boy, not what you want coming out of the gate as a pitcher, right? You don't want to have to show all of your pitches this early on in the game, but that's a quality at bat. And what does it make you do as a pitcher? You have to use a lot of your pitches, and the more pitches a hitter sees, the better chance they have to make good contact.
And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, D-Row?
You know, Matty, I took a look at this lineup today and getting a chance to talk to some of the guys around the cage. One thing that they preached to me was the fact that they were dead last in the league in grounding into double plays, and well aware of the fact that they don't shoot themselves in the foot. They give themselves a chance when they're putting guys on base to drive in runs and not get that 2-for-1 sale.
Bobby Allard stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Line to second, where it's caught there for out number 2.
That is third. The right fielder, Jesus Pena.
So striding in, Jesus Pena. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Now here's the pitch. got him looking, and that ends the inning. Mike James will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, I'm really excited to watch this guy in this one. He's strung together a solid season up to this point. ERA in the low 2s, and that's not an easy thing to do in this day and age of high-scoring games and home runs and teams filled with guys that get hit throughout the lineup. This is a really good pitcher.
Now to the plate, Blake Hamby. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Pitch on the way. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he will start the bottom of the first with a leadoff two-base hit.
When you drive the ball into the gap like that, nothing but good things can happen. Neither one of the outfielders had the wheels to catch up to it, and he glides easily into second for a double. Now we'll see if the guys behind him can get him in.
At the plate now, Steve Rice, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Hamby stands at second with no outs. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for the ball. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hit.
Set. Here's the 3-1. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down. Striding in, Jeffrey Bellamy. He's hitting .333 in the series, 2 for 6. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. From the belt, the pitch. A bullet to first base. Throwing behind the runner. Not in time.
Batting fourth, the catcher, John O'Neill.
Striding in for his first at-bat, John O'Neill. And we'll see if he can get out of this little dry spell he's stuck in. Not much offensively coming from him lately. Set. Here it comes.
That's the human element of the game right there. Umpires are going to miss a couple calls. It's the pitcher's ability to stay composed and grind that's going to make him successful today.
Pickoff move to second, and he just manages to get his hand in. 2. Tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
If the offense didn't already know, man on the mound's got his A-game fastball working today.
Two out here and a runner at second. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Belted high in the air out to left. Left fielder looking up. Still ranging back. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left. Number 10 for him on the year, as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
What a way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb in the bottom of the first.
Now Ellis Means, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Means has had his trouble in these matchups, facing right-handed pitching, that is, and shows a lot more prowess against the southpaws. Into the corner and slicing foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Nope.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Now here's the pitch.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
2 out, nobody on. And he popped him up. Good. Ranging into the outfield. He can't get there, so the inning will continue.
That's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
He's running. Strike called. Now the throw down. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throw down that results in a 3rd out on the bases. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Second inning set to go, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Fernando Rodriguez.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit down the line at first. He's got it, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
That is it. The left fielder, Mitch Drew.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Mitch Drew. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First pitch of the at-bat. Weak grounder down the line at third. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time, laid off for ball 1. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
Fastball is outside, and it's full now, 3-2.
Down and full.
And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Now batting, Ty Watts. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far. First pitch on its way. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he fouls this one off. Now a move over to first, and he's back easily. Ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
So now to the plate, Bruce Castle. Now a check swing, and they'll appeal it down to first. He did go around, says Woody Keller. It's strike 1. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone.
The 0-2 pitch. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Rodney Myers.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Here comes the first pitch. Back up the middle. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Standing in now, Joel Sloan, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
1-0 pitch on the way.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Set and the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will get fouled. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Nobody out, runner on first. breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's a look over to first, and he's back standing. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Got to believe that runner from first is going to be in motion, especially in this situation. As an offensive player, just hit something hard because those defenders are going to be moving.
Throw over to the bag, and the runner back in standing. A runner at first with no outs here. This one is fouled away up to the concourse area. Fouled off. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. Coming to the plate now, Bruce Sanders. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Now a throw over, and he'll get back in safely. Here's the first pitch to him.
That's in, ball.
Wanted to get the front door curveball on the inside corner there, but it backed up a little and stayed off the corner.
The 1-0. Runner goes. Strike taken to throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Lifted in the air to center. Weeks is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
Batting up. Not shortstop. Kevin Root.
Digging in, Kevin Root. He begins play in this one with his batting average over the .310 plateau. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled away. Runner breaks for third. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time as the offline throw allows him to get in there easily.
That's not an easy thing to do, steal third base, especially off a catcher like this that has a good throwing arm.
Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Ball 3. 3-2 now. Blake Hamby would be next. The 3-2 pitch. Line drive to center field. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Hey, you know, D'Lo, a lot of the top pitchers, if you're going to get to them, you want to get to them early. This is a big lead, 3-0 early against a very good pitcher like this guy.
Yeah, they have to feel good about this one, Dan. Going to have to find a way to slowly tack on runs, but if you would have told this offense they'd have 3 early, they would have took it.
throw over to first. A dive, but he's back. Stepping in now, Blake Hamby, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really good shape to come away with a win today.
Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a cold strike. Runner on first with 2 away. One and 2 now. Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
Here now the 2-2.
Full count.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The 3-2 one more time. And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
Looks like the pitching coach is going to come out and have a word with him. Don't like to see that in the second inning, but once he makes sure he's okay physically, I'm sure it'll be just words of encouragement the rest of the way.
Next will be the designated hitter, Steve Rice. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Now the 1-0. And it's fouled away. The 1-2.
That's the ball.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
And the payoff pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Left fielder giving chase. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So 1 run here on 2 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. We've played 2 full. The Sandlot leads this one 3-0. Striding forward now is the DH, Pablo Piedra. The average for him at the start of play, right at a 1-for-3 clip, 333. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
And the off-speed pitch is taken here, a ball and a strike. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
2-1 to count.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 2-2 is taken, ball 3.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
And he fouls this one off. Payoff pitch one more time. Liner toward right center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
I know this guy isn't known for his hitting prowess, but that's a nice job right there. Getting a single on a 3-2 pitch in the middle of the zone. Grab your glove and flash some leather.
At the plate, Martin good, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He'll enter play here at an even 250. 1 home run and a dozen RBIs. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
1-1.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. Nobody out, runner on first. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
At the plate now, Ronnie Weeks. He grounds it sharply to third. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Ready for another chance? Jeffrey Bellamy. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Jeffrey Bellamy.
Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And now a pitch on the way. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. Stepping in and ready for another shot, John O'Neill. He hit a 2-run jack in his first at-bat.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball on. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. Another 0-2 home.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
He went deep earlier, so that might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send to get him off the plate. At the very least, they're clearly trying to get him from getting his arms extended again.
Full count, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Certainly not showing any signs of intimidation with these middle of the order guys. That's back-to-back Ks, and the 3 and 4 guys are harmlessly back in the dugout.
Into the box now, Ellis Means. As he'll lay off a curveball in the dirt for ball 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. The 2-1 home.
3 balls, 1 strike.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled off. He'll try it again. 3-2. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. Up with it, Castle. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So nothing happening this time around. 3 innings complete. The Falcons are out in front, 3-0. So striding forward now, Bobby Aller. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
1-0.
And he looks at a slider in there. 1-1.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
And he takes a called strike 2. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Maddie. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Jesus Pena is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. First time up, he went down looking. The 1-0 home is looked at for ball number 2.
2-0.
1 out, nobody on. Two balls and a strike to count. Now the 2-1. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
The first baseman, number 44, Fernando Rodriguez.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Fernando Rodriguez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
2 out, nobody on. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Changeup, and that fades down and away. 2-2. Popped him up. Sanders shading to his right, and that ends the inning. Into the box, Rodney Myers. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Here it comes. Runs up and gets this one down. And he'll just put it in his pocket. It's an infield single.
Selection number 5, Joe Sloan.
In now, Joel Sloan. Pitch out. Nothing doing. And there he goes towards second. He swings and misses. Throw down. He's well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
Well, this pitcher's out there just trying to get hitters out, and he's having a hard time doing that. So as a base runner, that's a good time to try to steal some bases. He's probably not as focused on controlling the running game as he should be.
The 1-1 home. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
Into the box, Bruce Sanders. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Spin and a throw back to second. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. 1 out and a runner on second base. A high fastball is in there. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. back to second. And a dive, but he's back in. The 1-1. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Aller ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Now batting, shortstop, Kevin Root.
Digging in to try it again, Kevin Root. Runner in scoring position with two gone. First pitch coming, here it is. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Runner in scoring position at second with two down. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Weeks is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Stepping into the box, Mitch Drew. He drew a walk his first time up.
Mitch Drew.
Now here's the pitch. Bouncer to the left side, and this is going to be extra bases here to kick off the 5th. Legs churning, he's headed for second, and he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Stepping in now, Ty Watts, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike one. And he lays off for ball one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hit in the air out to straightaway left field. Sloan has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Now batting, the catcher, Bruce Castle.
Stepping up now, Bruce Castle. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
Castle is second in the league in all-star voting among closers, so it looks promising that he'll get an invite to the midseason festivities.
Yeah, and he's been having an excellent season to date, making a push towards that all-star game. Hey, fans, get out there and vote. This guy sits in second place, but I'm sure he'd like to be named starter.
Runner at second here with one man out. Fouled away.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch, wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch.
That's foul.
Got him on a good slider there, swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Now back.
Standing in, Pablo Piedra. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave it.
Slider gets the outside. That's a strike. ready with the 0-1 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Digging in once again, Blake Hamby.
For the Tampa, the right fielder, number 54.
First pitch on its way. Lifted down the line in left. And no one will track it down. Now here it comes.
And two. One, two.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. Left fielder giving chase. And he makes the catch in the corner.
The batter, the designated hitter, Steve Rice.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Steve Rice. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
In there, 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's gone a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
Jeffrey Bellamy comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Runners on first with 1 down. Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike.
1-1.
And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2.
2-1.
And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1. And here in just the 5th inning, this will be pitch number 100 here.
Boy, pitch count up near 100 right now, D-Row. And this is when you try to get to a good starting pitcher. Right now, looks like he's running on fumes.
Yeah, the manager's got to get a couple people up in the bullpen right now. 1 ball hits the gap. They get runners in scoring position. This game could be out of commission.
And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Now batter, catcher, John O'Neill.
Skipper out of the dugout, making the slow trek to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Guillermo Sanchez takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. So now to the plate, John O'Neill, and it's fouled away. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. that shot down the line, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
1-2 count.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout pitch to 0-2. Good changeup with some depth.
Runners are at second and third with 1 down. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
To the plate now, Ellis Means. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike 1. In his career, Means is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Second and third, 2 away. And there's ball 2 now.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Now that ball's hit well, deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. Drew is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. So digging in now, Martin Good. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
First pitch coming, here it is. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. Here's the 0-1.
That's the ball.
Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th.
Hey, there's a base hit right there on a changeup. Maybe not a good idea to throw this guy back-to-back changeups.
Yeah, he seemed to be timing that first one. He let the first one go by, Dan. He was not going to let the second one go by. Nice job right there staying through that baseball.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Ronnie Weeks. First things first, here's a throw over and a dive, but he's back. From the belt, kicks and deals. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
A runner at first with no outs here. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back safely. One and one the count now. As a look, now the pitch. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Now the 2-1 pitch is looked at for ball 3.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around it?
Throw over to first, but the runner's back easily. Ground ball foul down the left side.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And another foul ball. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Sloan will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
The bat, number 2, shortstop, Bobby Allard.
Ready for another shot now, Bobby Allard. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there, strike one. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Now a throw over, and he'll be back in standing up. Oh, what a play. There's one.
Now batting, right fielder, Jesus Pena.
Ready once again, Jesus Pena. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. From the stretch. Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now a throw over to first. Runner's back. 2 out with the man at first. Here's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. The 2-2 is a ball down and away.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Now at the plate, Rodney Mize. 2 base hits, both singles to this point.
Rodney Mize.
Here's the pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And a wise decision there to make sure this ball stays foul, and that's the second strike. Reached for and popped into the air back behind second. Good. Backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
The left fielder, number 5, Joe Sloan.
Stepping into the box, Joel Sloan. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
0-1.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a liner. A dive, but it's off his glove. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Bruce Sanders.
Standing in, Bruce Sanders. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Nope. Ball.
Now the 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
Non-competitive pitch right there, runs the count to 2-0, and he is ready to do some damage in the box.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Kevin Root would be next. Here it comes, the 3-0. It's laid off, but in there for strike 1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
The 3-1. This one's down to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Seventh inning ready to roll, and here comes the first baseman, Fernando Rodriguez.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. And And a slider. Oh, got a favorable call on that one, as that's the first out of the inning.
Man, they've really had his numbers so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Digging in and looking for more, Mitch Drew. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. One out, nobody on. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And they'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
The batter, the third baseman, Ty Watts.
Now at the plate, Ty Watts. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. Gone right into the visitors' bullpen. A solo shot here to left, number 10 for him on the year. As they get one back, it's 3-1 now.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows. Finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat. Being shut out all game, but not anymore.
Here comes the manager out of the first base dugout heading for the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he receives a nice ovation from this home crowd, departing after surrendering just one earned run. Cletus Jones will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th. At the plate, Bruce Castle, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. Hard hit ball to second. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder up, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Pablo Piedra is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Grounded back up the middle. Reined in. Off-balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. The Sandlot is out in front here, 3-1. Now at the plate, Kevin Root.
Leading up for the Sandlot, the shortstop, Kevin Root.
First pitch on its way. The windup and the 0-1.
1-1.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Swung on and fouled as it looked to make it all the way up into the concourse area. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and he pops him up. Watts in foul ground. 1 down.
The batter, number 54.
Now at the plate, Blake Hamby. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Hit softly down the line at first, but a foul ball. 1-1. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Grounded to the right. He's got it, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Good pitch right there to run the 2-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball as the result.
Digging in, Steve Rice. Here's the first pitch to him. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
Hey, with 2 outs in the number 2 hole, you're just trying to get on. You got the big boys coming up behind you.
The 1-1 home. Down the left field line and deep. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. The 1-2. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2.
And this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Billy Gant will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year. Ready to begin the 8th, and set to go is the second baseman, Martin Good.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
1-0 the count.
1-0.
Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Someone on this offense needs to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and start the line moving again.
And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And they set up away with the fastball, but it misses. 3-1.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. Throw not nearly in time as he reaches it first.
Hey, that's a heck of an approach right there. Leadoff single in the late innings. Team's down a little bit. Let's see if this ends up being a huge turning point in this one.
Plate now, Ronnie Weeks, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
2-1 now. Eighth inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. 3-1.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Rolled slowly down the third baseline. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out.
The bat, number 2, Bobby Allard.
So a crucial moment here in standing in Bobby Allard, but a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And that's taken for strike 1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. 1 out and a runner on second base. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. The 2-1 home is in off the plate.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Set and the 3-1 pitch.
Full count.
Now a fastball. Oh, strike 3 called on a pitch that looked inside. Instead, it's out number 2.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Into the box now, Jesus Pena. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1.
Guess where he's going with this next pitch? Probably a little further outside, see if the fish are still biting.
2 out here and a runner at second. Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Looking up is the right fielder. That one is out of here. This game is tied. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. And just like that, this ball game is all tied.
Big time at bat right there. Team trailing, and he ties it up with a bomb. Interested to see how this one finishes out.
Seth McMillan enters the ball game out of the pen, looking for the final out here in the top of inning number 8. Stepping in now, Fernando Rodriguez. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Two out, nobody on. And he misses here with a slurve, even at 1-1. And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run home run. Bottom of the eighth coming up. We're tied now with 3 apiece. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And next it'll be the fleet-footed first baseman, Jeffrey Bellamy.
Jeffrey Bellamy.
And now pitch on the way. 4-1.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
O'Neill.
Standing in now, John O'Neill, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Into the box, Ellis Means, high in the air down the right field line. Pena is over, and he puts it away in foul ground for the 2nd out.
Now back, second baseman, Rodney Miles.
Digging in the switch hitter, Rodney Myers. Will swing it from the left side right here.
Well, this isn't his more accomplished side. As a general rule, he's a much better hitter from the right side, but they're looking for him to come through here, swinging the bat left-handed.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
0-1.
Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
Down the first baseline. And a diving effort, but it's out of his reach, a foul ball. Oh, and 2. Here it is. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Stepping in, Mitch Drew.
For Atlanta, the left fielder, Mitch Drew.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
It's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Ty Watts is on deck. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Now a swing as he hits this one into the air. This will be foul off to the right, out of play. Another payoff pitch. Fouled off. The next 3-2. And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Ty Watts. Go-ahead run at first, nobody out.
The last at bat, Matty B, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Myers is there, 1 away.
Bruce Castle.
At the plate, Bruce Castle is 1 away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Here's the first pitch. Line drive to center field. In there, base hit.
The designated hitter, Pablo Piedra.
To the plate now, Pablo Piedra, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1.
Boy, this is a dicey situation right here, D-Row. With the runner in scoring position, the sac fly brings that run in. This is where you're going to really have to try to keep the ball on the ground as a pitcher. What do you want to do as a hitter, D-Row?
Yeah, right here you are looking for anything above the belt. You see it up, you have to let it go. This is where you have to check your ego at the door. Something has to be elevated and put into the outfield. Give your team a chance to score a run.
Second and third here, 1 man out. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Now the 1 and 2 pitch. That one misses, and I think a ballpark full of umpires disagrees. It's 2 and 2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3 and 2.
Well, no doubt in my mind, this has been the at-bat of the night so far.
Runners are at second and third with 1 down. And there's ball 4. So the bases are loaded, and we'll see how the infield decides to play it here.
Well, tough to say if that was their intention or not, but it's not the worst thing that could happen. A force at every base now, so there are a lot of ways to get out of this.
Standing in with the bases loaded, Martin Good, as he's presented with the bases loaded situation in a tie ball game. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
So 1-1 pitch. Oh, and a comebacker. This could be big. Throw on to first for the second out, but meanwhile, that all-important go-ahead run is in to score.
Here's one that you don't see too often, right? Safe at second base, but out at first. Great hustle there from the runner going into second. Really showed off his speed.
Settling in now, Ronnie Weeks. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
And it appears they're going to give him the intentional walk here, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone.
And this is the right move here. With first base open, take the bat out of this guy's hands every single time.
Theo Rice takes over now with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9. Bobby Allard will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Two out, bases loaded. Big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
He put himself in a good position, jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
To short. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and 3 left. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the bottom of inning number 9. The Polar Bears are out on top, 4-3. Terry Lindsay will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. James Cloven comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Leading off the inning, Joel Sloan, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Not an easy thing to do to score off the game's elite closers, but down by 1 at home, you've got a chance with that last at bat.
Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike 1. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now. Down the left field line and deep. And that's going to land foul. The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Stays alive, still 2-2. Now here it comes. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Racing back, the right fielder. That one is out of here. This game is tied. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And we are tied again. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the fourth to leave the yard so far.
Yeah, thanks, Matty V. You know what, D-Row, when the wind's blowing out like it is today, you're going to see a lot of home runs in that big song.
Yeah, Dan, you know this as a pitcher. You can miss-hit a ball and it's going to the cheap seats today. They did an excellent job of changing their approach and getting balls in the air.
Fouled away. We could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Wind up and the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
The wind up and the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Up with it, Castle. The throw to first is in time, 1 down.
Now batting.
Digging in, Kevin Root.
Kevin Root.
Here it comes. Slow roller, left side. And there's out number 2.
Now batting. Number 54.
Coming to the plate now, Blake Canby. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. So this game will not end here in the bottom of the ninth as they push across the equalizer, and we're right back where we started from. 10th inning coming up, and we are tied 4-4. We are into extra innings. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Jesus Pena. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Obviously, it's pretty deflating when you blow a lead in the bottom of the ninth, and now you're still fighting in extra innings. But the fact is, the game is tied, and a win is still very much a possibility, so they have to play that way.
Count even now at 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. It's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
At the plate, Fernando Rodriguez, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. And a good eye that time to lay off the fastball. It's 3-0. Terry Lindsay is on deck. Lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Terry Lindsay, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. the first pitch.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. He was a little angry on that heater.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
At the plate now, Ty Watts, as he would look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. And this one's in the dirt, and the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. The 2-0. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
There's a strike with the fastball as he gets back in the count at 3-1. Fastball in there, 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Payoff pitch on its way. Just hung in there on that one. And he misses with it, ball 4, so the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Now in the box, Bruce Castle. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch. Popped him up. Sanders is there for it. And that's the 3rd out. A couple of walks, but no damage. A chance to win it now as we head to the bottom of the 10th, still tied. Ready for the bottom of the 10th here, and standing in is the DH, Steve Rice.
Hey, not an easy thing to do to try to come back and tie a game or take the lead off of a guy like this, one of the game's elite closers.
Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line, and he is going to have extra bases to start it out, and your winning run will be in scoring position. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. Interesting here, this is where you play a little bit of manager. It's an AL game. Let's see if he employs a little National League style. Maybe ask the guy to bunt and move the runner up right here. I don't think so, though. American League, it's nasty. You're trying to drive something in a gap or over a wall.
So now to the plate, Jeffrey Bellamy. 1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Now the 2-1. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
Struck him out. Stepping up to the plate, John O'Neill. And he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. Question is whether they'll even pitch to him. Here's the first pitch.
That's the ball.
Possible game winners at second base here with one away. Fastball laid off well below the knees. Now the 2-0. Skied into straightaway right. Pena back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. Big moment in the ball game here. Ellis means he'll look to get the ball into the outfield and bring home what would be the winning run from second base. Here's the first pitch. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Ready with the 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Yeah, you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Possible winning runs at second with 2 down, however. Yeah. 2-1.
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Ready with the 2-1. And he missed again, high and away this time. 3-1.
Not a good spot to be in right now. Pitcher's falling behind in the count. With a guy up, it hits really well with runners in scoring position.
And he takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Now back, second baseman, Rodney.
Casey Owens trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Now pitching, Casey Owens.
Rodney Myers will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now. Here's the first pitch. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Myers has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. Comes set, the 0-1. And that misses 1-1.
Just missed with that heater, but even if he wanted to swing, I don't think he could have caught up to that one.
1-1. Here it is. 1-2 now. Owens rarely finds himself in much trouble out of the bullpen, at least in terms of giving up base hits. He's proven to be a tough guy to barrel up. to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. He's set. The 2-2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least one more. No runs, a hit, 2 left. No winner yet. On to inning number 11 we go, and we are tied 4-4. In now, Pablo Piedra.
Leading off for Atlanta, the designated hitter, Pablo.
Here comes the first pitch.
No, that's out.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. Cold strike as the slider gets the outside corner.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
And a big swing and a miss here, 2 strikes. And it's fouled away. All even at 2-2. Here it is. In the air to straightaway right. Long run for the right fielder. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first down.
Now that second baseman, Martin. Good.
So stepping in, Martin Good. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there for strike 1, 0-1. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Man, this guy's been locked in all game long. I don't know where that ugly swing just came from.
And he fouls this one off. Ready with another 0-2. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Hamby is there. 2 down.
The center fielder, number 1, Ronnie Weeks.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ronnie Weeks. First pitch on its way.
Nope, ball.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Up top, it's 2-0. Fastball well outside.
Yeah, he's all over the place right now. No doubt he's clearly fighting his mechanics.
3-0 count. Here it comes. Swing and a ball hit to the left side, and this is going to wind up a souvenir. 3-1. Here's the pitch. Two out, nobody on. A shot down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Joel Sloan will get another crack at it here as we flash you back to the 9th inning. This solo home run was a big one as it helped to get us to where we are now in the extra innings. First offering on its way.
Yeah, he made up his mind early to take the first pitch because that thing was right down the middle.
Here it comes. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
This guy uses that two-seamer to set up his other pitches. Two-seamer in, breaking ball away.
The 1-1 home. Misses off the plate. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. You see a right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates. Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch.